Hello everyone, welcome back to the Soul Star Wavelength. It's me, Nirvana. I just want to say thank you and welcome to my new subscribers. I'm so happy to have you here, and of course to the returning ones, I'm so grateful. It really means a lot, to have you all here. Yeah, so today we have a very cool reading that I've had planned for a while. And it's what is the light, what is the dark of the situation you're currently going through. And today I just have two piles, so you can pick either the black cat or the white cat, and both cats are lucky. So no matter what, after this video I affirm and I intend that something very lucky will happen to you, at least one thing. So if that does happen, please let me know, if and when, actually, because I really do have faith. And so yeah, I would love to hear what lucky things happen to you after you view this reading. I'll see you at your pile. All right, pile number one, the black cat pile. So this pile, it's the black cat, and we have the silver moon and stars. So this is connected to feminine energy, so yin, the yin principle. You'll be able to see this energy reflected within you and without in your life, because I do intend that this reading is going to go quite deep and will really help us find clarity and understanding. All right, so let's start off with bibliomancy. I'm going to use this occult book because I loved doing that in my little Gravity Falls reading. So let's see. We'll just see what comes out. And I'll see where it stops. Ooh, okay, I'll let you see the page here. I'm going to try and not knock over my candle at the same time. So we've got the Tree of Life, Kabbalah. Number 3. Ooh, so 3 is relevant. I'm going to move this candle up here just now while I'm doing this. With 32 mystical paths of wisdom, engraved Yah, the Lord of hosts, and he created his universe. Jewish mysticism. Okay. Right, so with the Tree of Life here on this side, and then we've got the little Star of David as well, and I'm getting as above so below from this, and Trinity, mind, body, soul. So yeah, this is to help you channel the energy wanting to creating your own reality, because it says he created his universe, so that being a source like God, however you wish to name it. I'm sorry if you heard my stomach rumble, I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, so I'm just really fascinated with this art here. Definitely study the Tree of Life, and that can help you come to a greater understanding about what's going on with your life right now. All right. So we're going to pull our first cards leading on from that. And they are coming from the Enlightenment Pack by Chuck Spezzano. Unfortunately, this deck and guidebook is super rare. I found out recently when I went on online looking for, I was thinking of giving it as a gift to someone at some point, but oh my gosh, it's kind of rare. So I hope they bring it back into print at some point. But anyway, I have got the deck split into two halves. So this side is the darker shadow aspects, and this side is the lighter aspects. So we'll see from the dark aspects what it is that you are, the challenge you are moving through and overcoming. And then we'll see what gifts or blessings are coming to you because of that. All right, so I'll put this up here just now. We'll start off with the shadow. Okay, so what are my pile number ones overcoming at the moment? What is it, the challenge that they are facing and overcoming at a soul level? Oh, Okay, on the bottom we have heartbreak. Number 10, relationships. So 10 is a completion number, or the number of completion, I should say. Let's put that there. And what fell out? Sacrifice. Wow, 10, 11, sacrifice. Another relationship card. I'm really, oh my gosh. Ooh, the words are wanting to come out. Okay, let's see. Maybe I can like angle this a bit. Oh yeah. Yeah, well, that'll do for now, okay? And then, all right. So obviously you got 2 relationship cards, so very much to do with relationships. Let's state the obvious, shall we? All right, what blessings are coming to my pile number 1s for overcoming this soul pattern? What are the gifts and ooh, you got a white card. I know that this is a grace card, and it's some of the highest energy you can get. Oh my gosh, both grace cards here. So you have higher mind, number 47. Oh my gosh. And vision, grace. Oh my goodness. All right, this is really gorgeous. This is all right. All right, so the very first thing I want to say with these cards is, with both these being relationship cards and then both of these being grace cards, which is about connection to divinity, you know, the highest like source energy, and you see these angelic figures guiding. So it's coming much more out of the illusion and the cloudiness and the fogginess of 3D relationships, you know, interactions you'll have and relationships you have with people in your life that are, people call them karmic, heavy, difficult, and then coming more into alignment with yourself, your true self, your higher self, and with like the Most High, coming into like a better state of being, and that being what leads you to new lands, basically, metaphorically speaking. Yeah, like with the vision here, and especially with the page that we got, the pages that we got for your bibliomancy, that had the tree of life and so he created his universe, and it's coming out of the illusion of Maya, you know, being stuck in these karmic cycles and patterns, being stuck in the illusion, and instead coming into a higher sight, higher mind, as it says, and yeah, being able to create from that, coming out of, see, he's in this water, but he's being guided through to this new land. The lighthouse is there as well, showing that like there is guidance. The light is guiding you through the dark. Very appropriate for this reading. But yeah, he's not hitting the rocks, he's being guided, like, and you will have no more need to sacrifice yourself for anything or anyone. When you sacrifice yourself, you're not loving yourself, you're not doing yourself justice, because this is the sort of thing when people say you can't love others until you love yourself. That's the sort of thing here, because if you're not loving yourself, if you're not showing yourself that love, you're doing yourself a disservice, and you're going to bring in people who will show you that. They will show you how you're doing yourself a disservice and you're not loving yourself, until you learn the lesson and you ascend, basically, so to speak, and you can move on to greener pastures, is the phrase that comes to mind here. All right, so I'm going to read you the key concepts for each of these quickly. So, bang the table. So, heartbreak. Also, before I go on, so sacrifice is number 11, and 47, higher mind, that comes out to 11. So 11, 11, master number 4, 4 here, and 10. So yeah, all of the 11, 11, right? Okay, the classic. All right, portal number. This is a major shift in consciousness that's happening for you right now, because look, you're going from this cloudy, oppressive sky to clear blue skies with guidance coming through. You can see so much that you could not see before. All right, so the key concepts. For heartbreak, we have rejection, in brackets, unwillingness to accept, emotional tantrum and blackmail. Sacrifice, key concepts, compensation to pay off guilt, giving without receiving, hidden competition, fear of intimacy. And then for our grace cards, we have vision, continuous inspiration, allowing creativity, giving yourself totally, letting a positive future direct the present, healing through seeing spiritual reality. I see, and that's perfect because it goes so perfectly with higher mind. All right, and higher mind. So it says higher power, higher self, Holy Spirit, Christ self, Buddha self, etc. So, I mean, these are both some of the highest cards in the deck, and this is like literally, there's only one card above it, which is literally holiness. This is connection to the Christ consciousness, to seeing all that is, and thus transcending so much of, it just transcending suffering, yes. There is a great deep understanding coming to you on a subconscious level, being that you chose the feminine aspect here with the black cat. Yeah, so it's huge. None of your relationships will ever be the same after you integrate this fully. Amazing. All right, so let's get some tarot. I got the area all set up because there was never going to be enough room for all the cards otherwise. All right, so let's get some clarifiers from the Tarot of Tales for my pile number 1 on the light and the dark of the situation, how they are overcoming the darkness coming through to the light. I do want to clarify, like, darkness and light are not bad or good, really. I know these are quite negative heavy cards, but they're what leads us into the light, right? Yeah, let's not get into a whole thing about demonizing the shadow or anything like that. All right, so we've got 2 of Swords. Oh. 7 of Cups. Wow, look at this glowing heart, healing. Nine of Swords, the Owl, lots of wisdom, and Justice. Okay, I'm definitely gonna leave it here. Justice, and on the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. Yep, a lot of balancing out and movement forward for you. Yes. So, I can see you have felt blocked, but you're a very introspective and intelligent person. You're very wise, you can see here. And you've been looking to find the answers as to why you've gone through these hardships. But I can tell you from here, you're finding the answers by looking within and seeing yourself as whole and complete as you are. We cannot look to others to complete us. It's always within us. All our power, all our love and light is always found within us. You couldn't move through this door to higher vision, higher mind, higher sight, to true grace until you found this. Until you looked inside yourself to figure out which door was the right door for you. There's been a lot of sleepless nights because your mind has been so activated from the pain and the trauma that you've been through. You've studied hours and hours worth on psychology and spirituality and anything related that you felt could help you come to this understanding. But all this information, all this knowledge, all this wisdom that you've gained has brought you right back to you. And it's helped you to see and understand the true power and light that you hold within you, no matter the darkness and the transformations that you have to go through. Because I'm seeing this toad here, this toad or frog, and they go through some of the most intense metamorphosis, transmogrification of any of the creatures out there, similar to the butterfly. But this creature is amphibious. So to me, I'm getting from that, you are now adept at both water and land. So that's in the earth and in the water, obviously. But earth equating to the physical realm, into your life. You understand so much more how to navigate your physical world, your 3D world. Because it's coming from this higher mind. Now, this vision is helping you to navigate even rocky waters. Because you're amphibious as well. You're actually very good in the water now, which is the realm of emotions. And it's also the astral and the dream realm and the subconscious, which is represented by the feminine here. It is the subconscious here. So there is some mastery. There is a deep understanding and a wisdom from the subconscious that is now reflected back at you. Your waters, your own personal waters, are no longer murky. You no longer are confused about where you have to go. You have cleared out the storm. And that's why you have justice and balance coming in. Because you see in this card, the raccoons were playing on a seesaw and the bear was sad because he couldn't join in. But the raccoons wanted to be fair and they wanted the bear to have a chance. And so they all piled on the one side so that it would be even. And then so this represents a reciprocal relationship. Balanced and fair. The Chariot, you are moving there now. Wow. The Chariot is success and forward movement, for those not aware. Excellent, excellent card. Very, very beautiful. Success. Yeah, moving forward after, see this Five of Cups? This giant tsunami happening here. But the tsunami, so this would also be like the grief and everything that you've gone through from all the heartbreaks and the sacrifices you've made. Because this could be a very intense, like, emotional purge, like a huge, like, ugly cry. But it washes away all this old debris and all this rubbish. In fact, I'm actually really seeing this line up here. It's kind of like the tree stumps and everything. It's kind of looking like this. After this clears away all the murk and like all the storm almost. It clears away everything. And so afterwards it's clear and you see your way through. And you're no longer weighed down. You're no longer weighed down by the past. And you get to move forward in style because this is a very nice plush looking chariot here. It looks very very upper class, you know. So this kind of treatment, I feel like you might not be used to, but it is what you deserve. You have evolved to that level and you do deserve this. You deserve this wonderful treatment. Whew. Okay, that was an interesting channel. So I'm going to get some clarifiers for you. A few Alice Oracle cards for clarification. Unexpected invitation. Oh, this goes perfectly with this. The Chariot. Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah, maybe 2 or 3. Let's see. further clarification, understanding that my pile number ones need to hear to help them move into this higher mind, this vision, this state of grace. Oh my gosh! Queen Alice! This is my favorite card. That's my favorite card from this deck. That's so beautiful. One more. One more. The Smoking Caterpillar. All right. And on the bottom, we have the Lobster Quadrille. Or Quadrille? Quadrille. I think I always read it as Quadrille. All right. These are very cool cards. Let me see. I might just angle it down a bit. Since you've seen those other ones enough, right? We've taken them in. All right. Okay, this is very cool. Yeah, truly, I must say, you guys have leveled up so much. And even look at Alice's armbands here, the black and the white, the integration of the light and the dark. And, ooh, it's like a dark chessboard. I've actually never realized it's like the chessboard on her shirt. Yeah, now you are getting crowned by spirit with this higher mind, this vision. Like the higher mind represented with the crown here, and look at all the white. Oh my gosh, this is just so beautiful. The collective who have picked this pile, oh my gosh, my heart is just welling up with pride and admiration for you for coming through, like, because I can see the heaviness that you've come through, but you are at this point, and if you're not feeling it right now, you very soon will be. In fact, this reading is helping you to feel that with it's the oh, what's the word, like amalgamation of all your studies and your wisdom. It's all accumulating into this crown. You're being crowned, like metaphorically speaking, coming into this state of queendom or kingdom, you know, however you prefer to identify. That's the word. You know, words have not been the easiest for me this reading, but you know, we've all got to be humble in some ways, eh? I've got to not beat myself up for, you know, not being perfect all the time, you know, perfectly imperfect and all that, as they say. Anyway, let's get on with it. The Lobster Quadrille. So this is at the bottom of the deck. So this is the base energy that you've been moving through. And this is what's shifting into the Chariot. This is what you're about to move away from. Okay. So the meaning of the Lobster Quadrille. The instructions for use are clearly stated. And even though some of the rules sound useless or inadequate, you must learn this theory and know it well, for this is the only way to eventually free yourself from any straitjacket and invent your own rules, so that you can act and dance exactly as you want to. Key question: what are the rules you accept to live by, and what are the ones you always try to break? Interesting, like heartbreak up there as well. Yeah, so you have come through the karmic dance enough times, and now you know how to shift and break out of it. You're choosing door number 2 instead of door number 1, basically. Or conversely, door number 1 or door number 2. It doesn't really matter, because you chose pile number 1, so I'm like, you know. All right, now, unexpected invitation. All right. Something unexpected is about to show up, and it seems like good news. It is proof that you are being recognized and appreciated. Welcome it with open arms and a grateful heart. And that's right under his grateful heart, guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry, I got distracted. Even though it may require that you adjust your initial schedule, for this is truly a should not be refused type of invitation. Yeah, it's like, get in the car, get in the chariot, because you're getting crowned. You are getting so seen and appreciated in a way that you have never been seen and appreciated before, because you have never been at this level before. You are a new level. You are able to create so much more of what you truly desire in your life than you ever could before. There's some new level of awareness that is just integrated and being integrated as we speak, or as I speak to you now, as you're listening, in the future. As, you know, it's the future for me. Anyway. All right. When an unexpected invitation of any kind appears in your life, what is your most usual answer? Yes or no? All right. You know, I'm going to leave Queen Alice for last because this is like the best card. I'm so excited for it. So I'll read the Smoking Caterpillar first, which is quite an interesting one. It's not always easy to know in advance who will give the best advice, or when you will come to find it worthwhile. For this reason, stay open and welcome graciously any recommendation you should receive, whoever or wherever they might come from. Maybe they will prove to be useful sooner than you think. Which or whose advice do you need right now to help you reach your goal? And funny, this coming out under justice here with the raccoons helping the bear. Yes, there's definitely some unlikely help coming to your aid. Yeah, people you would not expect. Because you're a different version of yourself, certain people, well, I do believe everything will react differently to you, but you'll definitely see a marked difference in certain people who might have just seemed one way to you before, but now because your energy is different, it's shifting their own energy, and so they're able to help you in ways that they couldn't before. Or it's not that they couldn't, but they didn't, it just wasn't aligned, if you get me. But because you're in this energy of receiving and in the higher mind and vision and grace, that grace, when you're around them, it will infiltrate that person and they'll feel that, and then they'll just naturally shift into a more graceful energy themselves and be able to interact with you on that level. And if someone is not vibing at that level, then they will simply leave. Like, they will remove themselves. Yeah. As long as you hold your energy, that's what must occur, because the two things cannot coexist, you know? So they will move to their own vibe and you will stay in yours. It's all very good. All right, Queen Alice, best for last. Oh. All right. Shouldn't you feel proud of yourself? Look what you have accomplished. It wasn't a piece of cake, and you have shown a great deal of courage and perseverance. You truly deserve a crown. An intense metamorphosis has occurred. You are no longer the person you were yesterday, and are now becoming the person you will be tomorrow. But your adventures are not over yet, so get on for the next ride. As long as you keep a loving, open heart, you will continue to learn and grow for the better. Do you feel like the queen or king of your own destiny? Because that's what you are. That's what you are. You've got your vision and your higher mind, and you are creating your own destiny now. You're not stuck in these karmic patterns. Wow. And isn't that funny? I was talking about the metamorphosis with the frog toad here. Frog or toad, you know. Wow. Yeah, this is truly wonderful news. Your mind has truly expanded. In some ways, life should just be easier. Like, at least in regards to this, it will be easier, because you can't level up like this and not have it get easier in some way. All right. Whew, I'm going to close out the reading with a little cat guru, since we had the cat cards to pick from today. We'll get a cheeky little cat guru to finish us off here today. Oh, that was fast. Okay, what's on the bottom? Kitty Corleone. Identify your opponents, then make them an offer they can't refuse. Look at you and your power now. You and your power. Oh, and an offer they can't refuse. This actually goes for an offer that's coming to you as well. Like, you cannot refuse this invitation. Whatever this invitation comes up as for you, you need to go, because something amazing is happening for you. All right. And you got Hamlet. Greet everyone as if they were your friend, and soon they will be. Look at that. This. Oh, it says ring for strokes. That's so cute. Oh my goodness. All right. Yep, definitely. Such a shift. You're in a whole new level now. It's a whole different ball game. relationships are going to work very, very differently for you from now on. All right. I mean, I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but I feel the need to tell you because I can just see in this Nine of Swords with just all these books and the owl with the wide eyes just like pouring over the text, like, what is this? Like, I cannot sleep until I figure this out, until I like escape this, because you've been through too much, you know, at that point. But it's evened out, and like, yeah, it's not for nothing. In fact, it's one of the reasons that you, I believe that you incarnated here on Earth, is to overcome this, this cycle, these karmic cycles and duality, and come into a place of sovereignty. Always remember, okay, so this is a good little affirmation for this pile, is that I am a sovereign being. One of my favorite ones, my personal affirmations, is I am all powerful in my reality. Okay, so those are yours, and I'll just quickly, before I close out, check our little, like, it's quite a big, this is like one of these types of things for the cat gurus, so let me see. La 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 la, Kitty Corleone and Hamlet. Hamlet. And then where's Kitty Corleone? Aha! Kitty Corleone, undisputed head of the Cozy Meowstra. Kitty Corleone appears in the opening scene of Coppola's The Godfather, after appearing on set and charming the director. Unfortunately, the cat's loud purring drowned out Marlon Brando's notoriously mumbled delivery, and his lines had to be redubbed. Okay, so, yeah. It's so funny because I had to like restart like a few times in this reading because I can't get my words out. So, yeah, don't be put off if something takes a few goes. If you're not feeling this information click in straight away, it's just taking you a little while to get used to this new vibration, you know? For your earth body and your earth mind to like catch up to the higher vibes of the grace cards of divinity, basically, of the divine. But you're very much in touch with it, and don't doubt yourself, okay? Just don't doubt yourself. Hamlet, life as a street cat was tough for this rakishly handsome marmalade tabby until he landed the job of a lifetime, working the front desk of New York's historic Algonquin, I'm so sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it, hotel in August 2017. His duties involved greeting guests, posing for photos, and receiving belly rubs. All right, so that tells me that your great invitation might be a new job that's coming for some of you. Definitely a new job could be on the horizon, which is very much a step up from where you were. All right. Yeah, it looks like you'll be dressing a lot nicer too. I think you'll get a little wardrobe upgrade coming to you in the near future as well, along with, which makes sense, of course. If we upgrade on the inside, we will upgrade on the outside in every way. All right. Okay, so I don't repeat myself anymore, I will say thank you so much for being here, Black Cat Pile. Remember, and let me know what lucky thing happens to you after you watch the reading. And if you made it all the way through, give me a crown emoji in the comments to let me know. I would love that. I would love to see that. Let me know that you are a sovereign being and you are creating your reality now. Oh, I'm so happy for you. Yes, I will see you soon. I hope that if you liked the video, please do like and subscribe. I'm trying to get in the habit of asking, you know, just because, like, why not, you know? All right, I'm so grateful. Thank you for being here. Yeah, hopefully see you soon, and all the best. Bye. All right. Hello, pile number 2. The white cat pile. So you picked the masculine side, which, because of the white and the gold, those are attributed to masculine energy. So this is like yang, out of yin and yang. And so this is like the conscious mind and doing things. So this is so you can look to masculine energy and people in your life to help you to see what this reading is trying to illustrate to you. And it will be around your actions as well, that you take in the world. Okay, so I'm just going to jump straight in before I confuse myself too much and go off on any tangents. And I'm going to do a little bibliomancy from the occult book and help us get a little bit of extra insight and flavor for the reading to come. All right, so okay, so this is the page I'm on. It says 2 principles or 3. And then we've got the triangle of principles over here. Alchemy, Mason's alchemy, and that's got the 4 elements. Lion devouring the eagle. Tincture of the natural philosophers. Secret of the philosopher's stone. 3 faces. Adam, Eve, and the serpent, lion, and lioness. Medieval alchemy, the philosopher's stone. 2 ingredients of the philosopher's stone were considered to be fiery sulfur and watery mercury. Their union symbolized by the conjunction of the sun and the moon, and in later manuscripts by the image of the hermaphroditic rebus. Okay. All right, so alchemy, basically, philosopher's stone. Eternal life. And interesting about the card featuring gold, heavily featuring gold. Blah, blah, blah. Since gold alchemy, right? That's the process of turning base metal into gold. And in a spiritual sense, it's about turning the base 3D harsh experiences we might experience here on the earth plane into something greater, something better than it once was. I'm not sure the name. I think it's like kintsugi or something like that. The Japanese art of repairing like ceramics and like plates and cups and things like that with gold so that they become more beautiful than they once were. So that is really speaking to me with this. Wow. And that's very appropriate since, you know, this is a Japanese symbol. The Manike Niko. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it, but I had to give it a go. I love other languages. I hope that I can actually learn some now going forward. So maybe that's something you're interested in too. You're interested in other cultures and in broadening your understanding and ability to relate to other cultures. Ooh, okay. All right, so let's start off with some tarot. No, I tell a lie. We're not starting with tarot. I just remembered because the whole point, the dark and the light. Okay, so we're going to the dark and the light, and it looks like you are seeking to turn the dark into the light for yourself, metaphorically speaking. Okay, so what I've got here is I've got the Enlightenment Pack deck of cards split into 2. This is the shadow aspects. This is the light aspects. And the whole deck is basically a journey from the bottom of the spectrum, which starts at fear, all the way up to the top, which ends in holiness. And so this is like the journey with the cards. It takes you through all the stages. So basically I will shuffle this and see what is the darkness that you are being challenged by and that you're overcoming, and then what blessings and gifts are coming to you because of it. All right, so let's start. What's the darkness being overcome by my pile number 2? Pile number 2. Oh, you got 2 cards. Okay, yeah. You know, I'm not surprised that this is a really deep pile, because you had the alchemy card come out and you're consciously trying to do that alchemy within yourself. And I would say you are succeeding. Definitely. All right. So anyway, you have 2 unconscious cards, and these cards are the most challenging cards of the heavier cards, because by nature they are unconscious. But this is actually really, really encouraging that these came out in the white cat pile, because this is about consciousness and bringing it into the light. So, and you see this angel up here, this divine being, like you are being guided out of like this barren landscape and into where you want to be, basically. But yes, so unconscious cards, this is your chance to heal some major underlying patterns that have run your life. So personal myth here. So this is like a story you live by, that you've either picked up or something. I'll get like further clarification on these, because I have to be thorough with these unconscious cards, because it's very important. Then independence in relationship, but this is kind of like an overly independent card. It's when you're sort of taking it to the nth degree, and it's more about, it's rejecting everything else. So he's putting himself into the desert. But you know, I'm really getting like the spiritual quest with this. But now the time for barrenness in the desert is over, and it's time for you to return to the lush, to the green, to the living. You've learned everything you need to learn from the barren wastelands. Okay. Wow. Okay. Before I further clarify those cards, you know, actually, just before I get your blessings coming to you for overcoming this, these crazy, like, you've done insane spiritual work, pile number 2. I really want to like big you up on that. Like, you've done some like incredible stuff here. Not everyone comes back from the wastelands. You can actually see these look like rocks. They're actually little skulls. They're actually little skulls. So to me, that shows that you have died within many times and you always come back. So you can either stay in this meaninglessness energy in the barren wasteland, or, but you know, because I mean, you can die over and over and over again, like samsara, right? The cycle of death and rebirth. Or you can move over, because it's time. It's time. You've learned everything you need to learn. Like, it's repeating itself. All right, let's get the, I think you get the point. When the message starts repeating itself, I'm like, okay, Nirvana, time to move on. I trust my people. I trust the collective that come to this video that you will understand it. And okay, you're getting all the cards from the Enlightenment Pack deck. Okay, so you have a healing card here on the bottom, which is forgiveness. Look, forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself. Okay. And you got 3 cards that came out. So you have 2 other healing cards. So such major healing from healing this unconscious energy. And you have a little blessing in here, a gift. So communication. And the whales. Okay, so whales are linked to the Akashic records. Yeah, this is something, I mean, I cannot emphasize how deep this goes for you guys. I think you guys here, there's no way you don't understand. Oh, like, I really don't think this should trigger YouTube, but it's a actuality, right? Like, it's so, they're so, what you call it, stylized. Like, it shouldn't be a problem. I mean, no nudity on cards should be a problem anyway, because it's artistic. It's actually not banned by terms of service, but I'm just going to be safe. Even though they are just literally like flesh-coloured sticks here. Let's just be careful, eh? Let's just be careful. So I'll just cut a little bit of paper to keep them covered up, yeah. Yeah. Let's see, that should be enough, right? I mean, literally, yeah. Here they come. Yeah, looks good. And let me see the final one. Trust, healing. Yeah, so with the alligators or the crocodiles here, that's overcoming like base survival instincts and the feeling the need to, like, you know, it's kind of like dog eat dog world, like I must kill to survive. I must get others before they get me. Like, you're leaving behind that mentality completely, moving forward, and that's going to allow you to connect more deeply and more playfully with others in your reality. It looks like it just looks like a much, gosh, I feel like this pile, you've been really starved for connection in some way. You've really been on this solo journey, but now, like, this bridge here, like, it's time for you to be able to connect with like-minded people, with people who are on your level, who can meet you there and have fun and connect more deeply and intimately, because you deserve that. All right, so I'm going to be using the Enlightenment book to just like go over the key concepts of all these cards, just to make sure, like, because I feel like there'll be a lot in here for everyone who's listening. They'll pick up on different things, you know. All right, so independence over here, number 12. Let me just take a note of the numbers before I go on. 12, 24, 29, 28. Oh, look, 28, 29, 26. So a lot of 2s, 37 and 18. Okay. No huge patterns jumping out to me. A lot of twos, which is about coming into balance. And your pile number 2, of course. Yeah, it's very much time. It's very much time for this. All right. Fear of feeling, receiving or committing, compensation for old emotional slavery. Yes, okay. So, yeah, you guys were put through too much by people in your life. You perhaps had people-pleasing tendencies in the past, or, you know, you just genuinely cared for people, you know, and you really wanted to help them, and you didn't maybe realize how much certain people just took advantage of that. And maybe those people weren't even fully conscious of just how much they were enslaving you to like their whims and to their needs, but it is what they did. And it pushed you into this hyper independence. But this place where you went, this barrenness, this meaninglessness, it helped you to uncover this personal myth and to dispel it, so that now that you'll be returning to the land of the living here, I see, and meeting others, they can meet you on this level and you can truly connect, even with people who you might not have expected to. I see you, well, I'm going to say up here, obviously this forgiveness, she is hugging herself through the mirror. And then there's someone waiting there to hug her and embrace her now that she has returned, basically, to herself. Yeah, you might find yourself, this is like a true healing from like everything you've been through. Even like people you felt you would never be able to forgive. Yeah, you're truly healed. It's truly forgiven. It doesn't mean, you know, you forget or you condone what's been done to you, like, not at all. Like, no, sometimes it might just be like just releasing them, you know, and then moving on to these new connections here in this actuality card. I mean, I really don't think I need to like censor the word, surely. I really hope not. I mean, come on. Anyway, let's not worry about it. Let's not worry about it. Let's just focus on these amazing connections coming in for you. Oh, lovely. Yeah, that sort of threw me off a little bit when I thought about that. Thinking about YouTube's rules and policies, you know. But, you know, whatever. Let's look at the unconscious cards. 24 and 18. So 18, personal myth we have here. Okay, key concept, a story one lives by, usually in compensation and resulting from a negative belief one has about themselves. Okay, so if you receive this card, acknowledge that it is time to heal this core trauma and live more authentically. Ask yourself, if I were to know which personal myth I am living out, legend, myth, fairy tale, or historical character, it is probably, and then, you know, so whatever characters or anything that you really personally connect to. Like, I know a lot of girls will like have that one Disney princess that they connect to, you know, so it might be them. You might really just see yourself in that character, but it could be anyone, you know. It could be Mad Max, I don't know. I just wanted to go for like a really like masculine counterpart there, but it really doesn't matter, like anything in between, like but yeah, so. And therein, in that character's story, you will see, you'll find you'll draw your own, through looking at that, and oh my god, why is it so hard for me to get the sentence out? So through looking at that character and their story, the one that you connect to so deeply, and the one that you think relates to your, you know, life at this point, through looking at their story, you will understand much more deeply your own story and how you can overcome any current negative circumstances that you wish to shift, because you're already in the process of shifting it. I already feel it. There's already signs pointing the way. Your team, your spirit team, your guides, your like source, divine, God, any like higher energies, divinity that you work with is here for you, and it is they are helping you. And even through this reading, they're guiding you there. Okay. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move on to personal myth now. I mean, I just did personal myth, meaninglessness. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, this is actually the final card as well of the unconscious, and then we go into all the positive aspects. So like you really are just on the brink of this. You're really ready. It's ready. It's time. I feel like if you are unraveling the last of this personal myth, you're at the ending stages of it. Like, yeah, you are so ready. Like, you've been receiving the signs for a while. I think that it's time to come back and look at things in a different way. Like, you'll see these green lands you left, like, which I'll just say is I'm looking at the green lands as like interactions with other people, other life on this planet. And you've been gone for so long, and you've learned everything you need to learn. You come back, and even though it might be technically the same, it's different for you now. All right. Meaninglessness. Disappointment in the ego's world. Battleground of the ego and the higher mind. See, that's like you are doing you've done and you are doing the personal spiritual alchemy you need to get that higher vision. And now you're just in that little tug of war as you sort of, what I'm seeing is, it's this last little like emotional purges of like the mind and your emotions, from the things you've gone through. It's just those last little purges, like maybe those last little cries, those last little like, screams, like, you might need to like scream into a pillow or something just to like release those emotions and like then leave them behind, and your mind will be much clearer. You'll be much more aligned with this like angelic energy up here after you do that. All right, so on to the good stuff, on to the healing, eh? All right, so we'll start with 26, forgiveness. Resolving hidden guilt in oneself, apologizing for mistaken blame, reconnecting, true understanding, giving forth. Oh, it's just such a relief, isn't it? Trust. So it says, faith, confidence, putting the power of your mind toward a positive outcome. All it takes is faith and trust. That's what I just heard. Something I forgot. Dust. A little bit of pixie dust. Yeah, there's a belief in magic coming back for you. It's been so barren. It's been so like, it's just been so heavy. Like the magic has not been there for you, but it's coming back. See all these like gold colors coming in? And then it's all these gold colors surrounding this lovely rosy pink vibe in here, Yeah, you're surrounded by gold now because you have done that. You've done that process, the kintsugi. I'm so sorry if I'm not saying it right, but that Japanese process of like fixing what was what was broken with gold so it becomes more beautiful. That is you. That's you now. Your whole essence is now more beautiful for all this stuff that you've gone through. You've made yourself more beautiful, and you didn't have to, but you had the strength of spirit, and you had the strength of mind, you had the strength of heart. Yeah, the heart as well, to come through this and to become this elevated, more beautiful and bright version of yourself. Wow. Communication. Clarifying and sharing your feelings, bridging to find a common and healing element. Yeah, don't doubt your communication skills because it's amazing. Oh, and with the whales here, singing or listening to music if you're not a singer, but I would highly recommend it anyway because there is so many psychological benefits to singing. Chanting perhaps if you don't wish to sing. You could try Buddhist chants or maybe even like, I'll just, you can look up any chants you want and feel whatever ones you feel called to. But singing songs, that will be such a great thing for shifting your emotions into helping you understand within yourself. It's just like a feeling of like, I know exactly what to say now. I know exactly why that happened. I know how to like mend this bridge. I know how to interact with this person now. It doesn't mean like you're just like completely letting people in. No, it's like you know how to interact with them and to have the best experience possible. And that'll mean different things for each different relationship in your life. But you've got it. You've got it now. All right, and actuality. So sorry I have to like censor myself. It's just being careful. A new level of vitality, naturalness, love, communication, and connection. Oh, so wonderful. I'm going to read this one a little bit for you, actually. This gift card is about an expression of love and communication. It means a whole new emphasis of connection with you and your partner. If it is about yourself, it speaks of a new level of acceptance and admittance of your actual energy. It will give you a new expression in actuality and naturally add to your vitality, attractiveness, and flow. It will bring a natural charisma and connection between you and your partner, or between you and those around you. True joining creates healing and love. Oh, this is beautiful. Yeah, like so much more charisma and happiness and flow and joy coming into your life. All right, let's clarify with the tarot. All right, so keeping with the Japan theme, I'm using the cute chibi tarot, or chibi, I don't know how to pronounce it. Again, so much. I just need to get more confident and sure of my pronunciation of Japanese words. You know, and since Japan's come up quite a few times in this reading, that might be a culture that you should definitely look into and research for yourself. Let's get some clarifications. So we got King of Swords. Yes, look at that. Any Zelda fans? It reminds me of Twilight Princess Link. Oh, okay, this might be it. Okay, so we got Ace of Wands, the Hermit, and the King of Cups. Oh, look, 2 kings. I'm definitely just going to keep it at this because you guys got a lot of cards and I feel like I've already talked a lot. Oh my gosh, you guys, look, the sun. The sun on the bottom. Talk about masculine energy coming out. You are coming above all strife and conflict within. You've healed it all. And like, yeah, look, the Wheel of Fortune. Things are shifting in your favor so greatly because of that. See this golden light with the sun? This is totally the energy I was seeing surrounding the cards up here. This golden energy. Oh, you've really healed, like, because look at the contrast. See, this is kind of how you started when you were having to go out into the wilderness alone, like very stoic and closed off and protected. And now you're coming into this beautiful, like, sun energy, like your true essence, your true, because it talks about the inner child as well. So your true, that is, and the inner child is our truest essence. And so you become more authentic and free and happier. It's just beautiful. Because, you know, there is a time and a place for this type of energy, but it's certainly nicer to be able to reside in this more, as a more dominant state, isn't it? All right. And it's funny, you got the Ace of Wands here and it's pointing up there. So look, you're going to get news of a great opportunity coming in for you as well. With Wands, there's some, it might be even a gift or an opportunity. Because I saw this in pile 1 as well, that there was like a new career that could be coming in. And because it's Wands, I want to say that you could have that. Maybe working from home more with the Hermit here. But King of Cups here. More so what I'm getting right now from those two is you'll be coming out of hermit mode. You're coming out of that, because he goes perfectly with the little meaninglessness guy over there. You'll be coming out of this, like, this God, why can't I think of a word? Like, I'll just say hermitude. And then you have the King of Cups here. Mastery of emotions. So you have mastery of thought and mastery of emotions. And that's why you're able to alchemize everything you've been through. And that's why you're now able to come into this beautiful sun energy. Absolutely beautiful. All right. But there's definitely something great coming to you, because look at her eyes. They are so sparkly and excited by this this gift from the universe coming in. The Ace of Wands. All the aces are gifts, as we know. Yeah, perfect. Amazing energy. As the sun is the most positive card in the deck. So the future looks so bright and golden for you. The future's absolutely golden. Very appropriate considering gold is heavily featured on my card. All right, gonna get some cards from the Animal Spirit deck as further clarification, and then we will close out the reading with a little Cat Guru card, since it is a cat-tastic reading today. Oh, Stingray and Oyster. Look at this, deep within. Oh, I'm keeping it at these two because I love the card that's on the bottom. We have the Black Egg. So, Black Egg. This is one of just 7 cards in this whole deck that is related to spirit. And this is about, see, this shows that greater level of spiritual attainment within, because all the others are the earthly elements. But this is a spirit element, Akash, the one that binds us all, brings life. And the Black Egg, this is connected to the throat chakra. And to me, this always, it looks like a dragon egg to me. It reminds me of like Game of Thrones. But this is absolute truth coming into this goes exactly so perfectly well with the Sun card here, because it's authenticity, the truth of who you are. You are so much more in line with the truth of who you are, you know. And even like going into this the barrenness and the wasteland and the desert that you've been in, because see, like that's like being encompassed in the darkness, basically, being removed from everything. And it actually goes with the Oyster card here too. But through that you come to this like greater understanding of yourself and who you are, and you're able to, because you know, this actually, the card here, the gift card, actuality, it talks about leadership as well. That this energy that gives you vitality and flow and charisma, it's a leadership energy, and the Sun is leadership energy. All the planets revolve around the Sun, so the Sun is king, and you've got 2 kings. So you're being called to be a greater leader in your life and to those around you. Lead by example and remain true to yourself. Like, truth is of the utmost importance, truth and authenticity. And the Stingray goes perfectly with this, because it's about growing a spine. Activations through all your chakras here. Very nice. And to be strong in who you are, you need to like know yourself through and through on all levels. And that's something that you do. And if you don't feel that at the point in time that you are listening, you will. And you're going through a massive upgrade right now, all the way through. So you're finding your strength, basically, your spiritual strength and who you are. Water. It's funny, all these things, because it's the light pile, it's from the conscious pile, the yang pile, but all these things are coming from the water and from the darkness from within. And you see the oyster here, it's got these rays of light bursting through. So a lot of you might still be in this sort of closed off state, in the hermit state here, because it goes perfectly with the hermit card, these two. But you are ready to burst out into your new and improved form, basically. Very beautiful. Okay, I'll read for these cards. Let's get them. Get them. Get them. Do, 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 do. Here we go. Stingray. Developing confidence, sense of self, or spine. The Stingray card represents a pivotal point in personal growth. The moment has come when the Stingray must decide between the old, easy, comfortable, and familiar, and the new, challenging, uncomfortable, and unfamiliar. Pressure from family and friends makes the decision even more complicated. No matter what choice is made now, it's inevitable that this dilemma will surface again and again as the force of Dharma is growing within the Stingray and is too strong to ignore. When in balance, eager, wants to grow. When out of balance, blames others, quits. To bring into balance, move through discomfort. Yes, I see that you're very much able to do that with the alchemy going on. And you're looking very deep within yourself and finding the answers there. Right. Oyster. No, I said octopus by accident. All right. Patient, secret keeper, hiding inner treasures. The focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. I'm actually getting that from this King of Swords too. The only problem is, oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. They become shy or doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires in life's work. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. What is it you've been hesitant to share? The world is waiting to see. When in balance, feels blessed, generous, masterful. When out of balance, reluctant, gripping, clams up. To bring into balance, share something. So yes, share your talents. Share this beautiful energy of your authentic self with the world, because the world needs it more than ever. The world needs people to be like their best selves, and like you definitely have it. You have it within you. You don't need to fear. You don't need to like be overly guarded. Like King of Swords is, you have the mastery, you have the mental and the emotional mastery to deal with anyone in any tricky situations that would come up. But I really don't see them coming up in your future. No, I really don't. It looks beautiful. It looks bright and beautiful in your future. It is safe to be who you are. Black egg. Finally. Let's see. Speaking from within. What? That's not what it says. Speaking from an authentic voice, the truth. The black egg contains one of life's essential treasures, the truth. Inside of it resides no confusion, excuses, small talk, noise, or lies, not even white ones. And it's the white pile. This living and breathing vessel harbors only that which rings true. When this essence is in balance, we speak slowly and clearly. We are drawn to activities like writing, reading, teaching, singing, and I was talking about singing with the whales. Yes, or perhaps public speaking. Sounds draw us in, books draw us in, the concept of truth itself draws us in. We start asking questions like, what do I know to be true about myself? And what is true about the world? When the energy of the black egg is not yet accessed, we speak from an unsure place. We say things that others want to hear, gossip, or repeat stories to justify our subpar behavior. We might even try to convince ourselves that we have no inner truth at all. The energy of the black egg hovers and waits for us to reconnect. It is available at every moment, in every situation. It's the epicenter of truth, the birthplace of our voice. The black egg and the fifth chakra. The subtle essence of this card resides at the base of the throat, at the Vishuddha chakra. The ancient sages saw this center as the hub that governs our speech and expression. Vishuddha translates as especially pure. The balance of this center is important for all of us, but is especially essential for writers, editors, musicians, and teachers. Yes. So, you know, if you're any of those things or a creative in any way, this is especially potent for you. Okay. Finally, let's close out with our little cat guru, just for fun. Thank you so much for being here. I mean, I'll say my goodbyes properly in a moment, but you know, let's just get the final card. Perfect. Okay, so the first card is the nuisance on the bottom here. The grass is always greener on the other side. Going out is the new staying in, and vice versa. All right. And what about baby shit? Follow your dreams, even if they take you beyond the cat flap. All right. Interesting. Interesting. He holds the keys in his paw. I've never seen that in this card before. Yeah, so it's time to choose, to make a decision, to choose what you want to do. And if people are in a nuisance energy with you, I would say that you just need to let them be. Because you need to follow your dreams. And if you can travel, if you always want to travel, you should travel. And even if you can't, if your current circumstances don't allow you to like take a long distance travel or anything, make sure to get out and maybe see somewhere new in your local area that you've never been to before. It's so important. This will help you feel happier and to start expanding your mind and to get more in touch with the truth of who you are. All right, where did my little thing go? There it is. Let's check our little leaflet and then I'll close it. The nuisance. Cats simply see doors as an unnecessary annoyance. They take pleasure in reminding humans of this in the most passive-aggressive way possible. Sit outside, then meow to be let in. Come inside, then meow to be let out, and repeat. Yeah, so anyone passive-aggressive in your life, definitely just leave them be, and avoid being passive-aggressive yourself. Be direct and be truthful about everything, about what you want, who you are, you know. Don't just like sit and expect other people to know. You have to take the leadership of your own life. Baby Chat. This tabby and white Scottish fold is the true chat du monde. Born in France, he has lived in Switzerland and the UK. Baby Chat never goes anywhere without his passport and is fluent in both French and English meowing. That's funny. I even said that I wanted to learn languages, a new language coming up soon. I think that would be really cool. Yeah, so that's something that you guys should do too. I feel like learning more about other cultures would really help with any difficulties you've been feeling. It will just help you take yourself out of that little you know, that little hermit bubble. That guy in there, I don't know, I hope you can see him. He's just like wrapped up. Yeah. Your future looks amazing. It looks so bright. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I think that I have talked your ear off for long enough. So thank you so much for being here. So glad you made it to the end of the reading. If you could leave me a little sun emoji to let me know you made it to the end of pile 2, I would be so grateful. I'd be so happy to see that. And remember and let me know what lucky thing or things happened to you after you watch this reading. All right. So much love to you. Bye. See you soon.